Hi, everyone. We're the co-founders of Hidden Compass. You might know us, but if you don't, I'm Savani.
And I'm Sabine.
And we're here with photojournalist Sugato Mukherjee for Behind the Byline, where we introduce you to the talented storytellers behind each issue of Hidden Compass. Thank you so much for joining us, Sugato.
Hi, everyone. This is Sugato from Kolkata.
We're excited to chat with you. Sugato's feature, How Pure Was the Valley, appears in our time travel department. This story takes us to a small region of ancient villages in India called Aryan Valley, where the glorification of cultural preservation is not all it seems.
So, Sugato, you traveled to these villages, which have been historically reticent to share their culture with outsiders. How and to what extent were you able to get past those barriers to capture the story?
Frankly, Sivani, I was a bit apprehensive before I traveled to the Bropa villages. This is a cluster of 5 villages there, and I was not quite sure if I would be able to break the ice, so to speak, with a community that is known to be not very comfortable with outsiders. Now, I think I got a bit lucky because I got a wonderful guide. Dolma, my guide there, is a Brukpa woman, and she sort of steered me through these villages. And she kind of seemed to know everyone there, because the thing is that the Brokpas are connected with each other through centuries of intra-clan marriages. So she knew everyone, and she led me into the households. We chatted for long, and we went onto the terraces where the Brokpa ladies were extracting apricot oil, and even into a kitchen of her cousin, of Dolma's cousin, where we shared a rather simple, but lovely, lovely meal. So yes, at the end of the day, it kind of went smoothly. But to be very honest, there was this one big stumbling block. Whenever our conversation turned to pregnancy tourism, I could actually feel that this was a no entry zone, a complete no entry zone, and outsiders were simply not allowed there. Other than that, I think it went smoother than I had anticipated, actually. And some of that just might get reflected in the story we have built up,
It is a lot of that gets reflected in the story, and it's a fantastic and fascinating story. But we want to know more, not just about the story, but about you as a photojournalist, the photojournalist behind it. We live in a world that often devalues journalism and professional photography, and you've chosen this as your profession. So why do you think it matters?
A lot of us are forgetting that the basic job of us journalists is to raise questions and raise uncomfortable questions rather than conforming to conventional narratives. That's my personal take. And for me, on a very personal plane, I would say journalism is a kind of vehicle. It creates a window. It creates a window to alternative reality or realities. And we must leave the rest of it to the audience, the readers, the viewers, to arrive at the final truth. So that way, we are only facilitators. We are facilitators, and we are facilitators with our limited resources, maybe, but with our dog's nose. without dog's nose, yes. If you know what I mean. So that for me is why journalism matters so much.
These are some great points, Sugato. And, you know, we talk a lot about contributing to the global conversation. We talk about the importance of having stories that introduce readers to, I mean, you said sort of alternative realities, but different experiences from
Yes,
people on the other side of the world. And your story definitely brings us to a place that is hard to get to. So we appreciate that. And we also, you know, at Hidden Compass really appreciate the work of each of our journalists, including you. And so for those who are watching who aren't familiar with our model, we have a patronage campaign for every story that we publish. So you as a reader, if you are moved by this story, or if you learned something through the story, or if you feel like you
absolutely.
want to support Sugato's work, then you can contribute to his campaign, and we split the proceeds of that 50-50 with Sugato on top of his article pay. So Sugato, what would you like to say to folks who have already contributed to your campaign?
A big note of thanks to all those who have come to the aid of the party, and a big shout out to those uh, who are thinking of chipping in, and eventually we'll know they will. So actually, what I would like to say is we need you guys. We need you guys to keep this particular brand of storytelling, which Hidden Compass is championing. So yes, thanks everybody.
And we'll echo those thanks as well, because without you readers, we would not be here. So thank you for contributing. Thank you for reading the stories. If you haven't read Sugato's story, definitely go check it out, and the photography as well. And Sugato, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.